Hello beautiful people, welcome and welcome back to my channel. It's Julie, and if you like makeup reviews, makeup tutorials, makeup hauls, first impressions, and all things beauty, then you've come to the right channel. In today's video, I'm going to be trying new makeup that I purchased during the Sephora VIP sale. If you are interested in seeing how I created this beautiful grungy look, that should give you an idea, please stay tuned for the video, and I will see you guys at the end. Thank you so much. Now let me stop talking, let me stop rambling, and let me let you watch the video. I have this foundation right here, which is the Kosas Revealer Skin Improving Foundation with Broad Spectrum 25. It's a medium coverage foundation. I'm doing this eyeshadow review right now of this pretty grunge palette, so that is what is on my eyes. I just realized that when I do eyes and face at the same time when I'm doing a review, it takes so long, and I know you guys get restless, so I try to shorten the video. Hopefully you guys like it like this. If you like it all in one, let me know. If you like it in two parts, let me know that as well, because this is our channel, not just my channel. I have the Prisme Libre blush. I actually have the Prisme Libre powders that I think I'm going to use today because I've tried them before on camera, but I haven't tried them recently because I don't reach for them that often, so I figured I would try them today. And I have a bunch of other stuff that I'm going to incorporate into the video, so hopefully that is something that you guys are interested in seeing. If you love trying new makeup videos, please stay tuned for the video. If you like the video, please give the video a thumbs up. If you love what you see here, please subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed already. And when you subscribe, please make sure you hit the notification bell so that you're notified every time I upload a video. I'm gonna get started with my face. I know I don't usually have this on, but I got tired of my messy elastic bands because a lot of times when you wash these bands, it's a wrap for them. So it gets a lot of makeup and stuff on it from trying to lay the lace. So this is what we have going on. This little thing here. I have some other ones with the little, I don't know, it's just not me. So I'm trying to figure out the best way to look presentable for you guys. I am gonna start with some setting spray because a first layer of setting spray really helps the makeup look smooth and stay on. I already moisturized and I put some eye cream on under my eyes, so we're gonna spray the face. This is the LYS Natural Finish Skin Loyalty Blur, Mattify, and Set Makeup Spray. When I tell you this makeup setting spray is the truth, it is the truth. If you don't have it, get it. It is wonderful. When I tell you wonderful, and it's only $24. I love it. I used it one time, or did I use it twice? I used it one time on camera, and then I used it one time just on my regular, on my way out type thing, and I was out all day, and it's just a wonderful, wonderful setting spray. And I don't always big up setting sprays like that, but I'm telling you that it's a wonderful setting spray. Yes, it is. This Kosas Revealer Skin Improving Foundation SPF 25 with hyaluronic acid and niacinamide. It actually received 4 stars. I'm reading something, that's why I'm looking over there. It comes in, looks like 36 shades. It retails for $42, and it received the Allure 2022 Clean Beauty Winner Award. Clean at Sephora, natural finish, non-comedogenic, medium coverage, long wearing. It says a second skin reviving SPF treatment foundation that blends like a second skin with a natural dreamy finish to blur visibly smooth texture and minimize pores. Now, I probably should have put my primer on while I was telling you that. I'm using this primer today. This is the Tarte Face Tape Hydrating Primer. I actually like this primer. I have not used it as much as I should, but it's really a nice primer, and it does do wonders for the pores. It smells like coconut. I really love the smell of this. It's very moisturizing. It really does a nice job priming the skin. I'm gonna put a little bit more on the cheek area. It has niacinamide and caffeine, visibly brighten, smooth, and even skin tone. Squalene, arnica, and pro vitamin B5. Smooth, calm, and balanced skin's ideal oil and moisture levels. Peptides and hyaluronic acid to visibly plump, firm, and hydrate. It's vegan, gluten-free, cruelty-free, and it comes in recyclable packaging. Now, my only hope, one of my only hopes, is that is the right color. So let's see, this is color Deep Neutral Warm 410, deep with neutral golden undertones. This is what the packaging looks like. Love this cap because, you know, I love yellow. It's a glass bottle and it has a pump. So let's hope. That's 3 pumps. It looks pretty dark. It has a nice smell to it. I don't know what that smell is. If you see those swatches, of course that's this eyeshadow palette. It has a nice smell to it. That is what the color looks like, and to me, that color looks really dark. Okay, we're gonna have to do a lot of maneuvering today. A lot of color manipulation. Actually, I'm gonna use this Huda Beauty. I'm gonna let this sit on my hand. It's a little runny, but it's kind of thick, and it looks like it's gonna be really, really dark on me. Oh, I don't know, guys. Okay, I'm gonna use this Huda Beauty Papaya Faux Filter Color Corrector. I really enjoyed this when I used it the last video I made. It was really, really good. So I'm gonna put it in the areas that need a little color correcting. I have a lot over there, so I'm gonna take it and put it in the places that I need color correcting. So I'm gonna cover up there, I'm gonna cover here. I'm gonna let it sit a minute, and yeah. This is really good. Like, I didn't think I needed a color corrector until I used this. And I was like, oh yeah, this is good. I'm gonna let it sit for a minute. The Faux Filter color corrector was $39. It's the same price as the concealer. The formula is almost the same too. It's just a little thinner, but the coverage is just as good. I'm gonna let it dry a little bit. Like I want it to stay in place because we want it to do just like our concealer. So sit in the spot, blend it in as much as we can, but cover up as much as it can. Like neutralize as much as it can. I'm gonna put a little bit more down here. Yeah, to cover those spots. Very good, very good. Okay, so we're gonna do our chin now. I'm telling you, I really did not think that I needed a color corrector until I tried this. Because I've tried other color correctors, but this one really made a difference. Have you guys ever used a color corrector, or when you're doing your makeup, do you use a color corrector? Let me know in the comment section. Do you use a color corrector? Yes or no? Yeah, I have quite a bit of hyperpigmentation on my skin right now. My face, my neck. Hopefully next month I'll be better. I'm trying to be better. Sometimes I remember not to pluck, and sometimes it's just a habit. Like, it usually gets me when I'm watching television. That's when I really start touching my chin and be like, oh, I got some hairs under there. Let me get rid of them. And I start plucking, and I don't never pull out a mirror. And I have this little thing that's supposed to pull the hairs out, but I never use it. I'm gonna let this set down a minute, and then I'm gonna blend it out a little bit more because I want to blend it as much as I can without blending it away. I feel like this side has more coverage than this side. Or maybe that's just the way the light is hitting it. The reason why I put it around my mouth is because I don't know if you guys get like a little, not 5 o'clock shadow, but a little thin mustache. And I see a lot of women that I know that have a little thin mustache, and they leave it and put it on top of their makeup. And it drives me bananas. I think I told this story before. When I used to work, my officers, some of them used to have like mustaches, like little thin mustaches. And if you guys are listening, you know I'm telling this story out of love. I'm not calling no names. Every year for Christmas, like I always got the makeup stuff because makeup has always been my thing. So I would get the makeup brushes and lashes and stuff like that. And I would get them one of these, a Bella Bead. This is what I use to take the hair off my face. This is what it looks like. I get it off of Amazon. It's the best. Like, it gives you a smooth, clean look wherever you use it. And it also doesn't give you that rough skin that some people get when they are shaving. Okay, so this is what our color corrector looks like blended out. And you could blend it as much as you want, but I'm gonna leave it there. And this is what our foundation is looking like on the back of my hand, so we know that this is dark already. And there's nothing I can do about it because I bought this and I have never used it. So it's new to me. And to you guys on my channel because I never used it before. It looks like it might be okay. Like, as long as it doesn't oxidize, which it might because it has a sunscreen in it. But so far, it's looking pretty good. Look at that. That's what it looks like on the back of my hand. It looks like it's blended in pretty good. It looks, yeah, it does look a little dark. I'm gonna be purging some of my foundations because I have so many. So people that I know that are similar in complexion, I'm gonna be giving some of them away because I can't use them all. It looks like it looks good to me. I'm gonna put a concealer on. I think I'm gonna use this Haus Labs concealer because I have them here. So these are the two colors that I have. I have medium 40 and medium 42. And I have this color right here, medium 30. So this foundation will determine whether or not I'm going to take this back and get a different color or if I'm going to keep it. The foundation actually looks pretty good to me. What do you guys think? Does it look a little dark? I don't think so. Maybe like a little, just a little bit, but I don't think it's anything crazy. So this is the shade number 42. You've seen me use this Haus Labs on the channel. This is number 40. I'm gonna put a little bit of this one on. It's definitely a little bit lighter. Let's see. I'm gonna use this Morphe E8 brush, which is one of my favorites, to blend out concealer. I love it. Oh, you know what I should have did? I'll wait until after I finish. Because I wanted to try the... See, this is why a lot of times I don't like to talk about what products I'm going to use in a video. Because sometimes I change my mind. And I have those Rare Beauty blushes that I purchased during the sale. And when I tried it the last time, if you guys saw the last video, I wound up putting it on after I had powdered. And I was like, okay, this looks good, even for me to be putting it on set skin. So I wanted to try it actually on skin before I set it. So that's what we're gonna do today. I wanna make sure I get all the creases out. So everything looks very dewy. Do we think that we need a lighter concealer under the eye? I think we need a little bit lighter concealer. Yeah, because it's not, but I know, no, you know what, no. I'm gonna stick with it like this because I think that once I put the powder on, it's gonna give a nice amount of brightness. So that's what we are gonna do. I'm gonna try the blushes because I have these two blushes in the color Grateful and the color Love. And I think I'm gonna try Love today because I tried the Grateful one in the last video. This is like a pretty, I don't know, terracotta, corally terracotta kind of color. I'm gonna use 3 little dots because it's very pigmented. I think those blushes retail for, I want to say like $24. I'm gonna try this brush right here. This is the Sigma Tapered Highlighter Brush F35. Let's see. This is just a nice pretty color. I don't want to do too much because of the eyes that we have going on, but this is very, very pretty. Very pretty. It blends so nicely into the skin. A very nice everyday color. And this is the shade Love. I'm gonna put a little bit more because I have a little bit on the back of my hand, and I'm gonna split that between both sides. But it's so pretty. It's more like a corally, like a pinky, yeah, like a pinky orange. I guess like a coral. Yeah, I'm gonna say coral. That's the color that we're gonna go with. It's like a coral shade, but it's so gorgeous. It really is gorgeous on the skin. Okay, and I'm trying this again because I really did like it. Let's see how this works with this dark foundation. Does the foundation look too dark to you guys? Like, this bronzer is not really showing up because the foundation is pretty dark. We're gonna see, because I might have to use a different bronzer. But I like this. This is the Rare Beauty bronzer in the color On the Horizon. This is their stick bronzer. Is it showing up? It might be giving like a little something, but I don't know. Like, I don't really see it. It does give a little redness, but I like my bronzer to be a bronzer and not just a bronzer, because to me, like, it could be a little bit more pronounced. I think we're gonna put a different bronzer on. That bronzer is good if I'm doing a foundation that's a little bit lighter. I have the NARS Laguna Bronzing Cream in 05. So we're gonna put this on top of it and see what it looks like. See how you can really see that? Like, this is more of like a contour. I like a deeper color. Like, I want to be able to see that it's there. So we'll just blend it out and have like a little bit of both. See that? And I feel like I just took away my blush, but that's all right, because we're gonna go over the face anyway with a different blush, a powder blush. This foundation is very, it says natural finish, so I don't know if it's natural for me because I don't like a dewy foundation. I did use a moisturizing primer, but the skin looks gorgeous still. Like, when you look at the skin, even though you see a little bit of texture, it still looks beautiful. Like, it doesn't look like you can look inside my pores and be like, whoa, that's what's inside those pores? Okay. Yeah, it doesn't look like that. But I love that blush. That is our NARS Bronzing Cream, which is gorgeous. Gorgeous. And you could still see a hint of the blush. Like, I really slept on these Rare Beauty blushes. Like, I want you guys to let me know in the comment section which of these products that I'm using have you guys tried, because these Rare Beauty blushes are very, very nice. I'm just gonna smooth out this under eye and set it, because we don't want creasing, or we want the minimal amount of creasing under these eyes. Being that we're doing a full face of products that I purchased at Sephora during the Sephora savings event, I feel like I should put a little bit more concealer on, like a brighter one, under my eyes. I think that this number 30 might really do what I needed to do, because I was going to take it back. It's very light, very neutral, but it may give me that pop that I'm looking for. So we're gonna let that sit for a minute. I'm gonna set my face with these two powders here. This is the Prisme Libre Fennel Epice, which is the number 6 powder. These are what the colors look like. And then I'm gonna use this Prisme Libre Pope Line Mimosa number 5. I'll use this one under my eyes. So I'm gonna start setting my face with this one. And this powder is by Givenchy. For you guys that don't know, this powder is expensive, very expensive, but it's a good powder. People like it. I'm still not in love with it, but that is what it looks like. It has 4 different shades, and you are supposed to mix them up. So I'm gonna take the back of one of these brushes and just mix it in. People like are swearing by this powder. Not me, but other people. So I'm giving it another chance. I didn't want to like the blushes either, because I was like, oh, they're nice, but they're not worth $43. But they actually are beautiful on the skin. This is what the number 5 looks like. It's a lot lighter, so we can definitely set the under eye with this powder. I'm gonna set the under eye first. See that? That just adds a nice amount of brightness. See the difference? Nice. Okay, so I'm gonna take this Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish Skin Perfecting Micro Powder. I should know the name by now. This is my go-to holy grail under eye setting powder. And I don't care how much you put under your eye, it never gives you a cakey look. It never gives you a cakey look. And I like to put this powder not only under my eyes, but every place that I have put concealer. So what I like to do is I just like to pat it on first, right? And then if you want to kind of like smooth it around after that, but you want to make sure you set and pat it so that the product that you put on under it is not moving. This is my holy grail high-end under eye powder. It is just the best that I've come across so far, especially in a pressed powder. And I always like to go in with a pressed powder first to set my concealer, and then go in with the loose powder to set my super wet areas. And when I say super wet areas, I mean the areas that I put my concealer. See how it made a difference already? So now I'm gonna take this sponge and I'm going to go in under my eyes and set under my eyes. I'm taking it and like working it on my hand, being that it has so many colors in it. It definitely has a nice amount of brightness for the under eye. I'm gonna go down the nose. You know what's so crazy that I didn't contour my nose, but I will. I will contour it. It gives a nice glow, like a nice pretty glow to the under eye. Do you see how beautiful this powder looks? Like you could just see, just right now, how gorgeous it's gonna be on the skin. You really could just see it already because it's already showing just with the different shades that's in it, how gorgeous and glowing it's making the skin look. And you can see how mattifying this powder is and how it just kind of sops up all of the excess oil. You see that? Gorgeous. Every time I use this powder, I'm like, this powder is freaking gorgeous. Like, it really is. And it's also super expensive. I will put the price of the powders on the screen. I know the blush is $43. I can't remember what this powder costs. So now I'm gonna go in with the same puff and set the rest of the face. I'm just trying to mix the powder around. It's so crazy because this is what the powder looks like, but it just really does a good job on setting the face and giving it a pretty, I don't know, just like a pretty glow to the skin. I don't know how to explain what the colors are doing on the skin, but you could see it, because you would think that when you mix all of these colors together that you'd be like, oh my god. But I don't know if you guys remember Prescriptives. Prescriptives was a company that used to make custom foundations inside like high-end stores, right? So you would go there and these same kind of color pigments that you see in this powder is what they would mix to make your powder and your foundation. Now, to me, they never got it right, but now I see where all of the different color pigments that they use, how it worked on the face, if that makes sense. Like, do you see how beautiful this powder looks on the skin? It just gives a beautiful, beautiful glow to the skin, and I love it already. Like, I really do, because you're gonna see like what it does for the skin. Just look how pretty it looks already and how flawless it has these areas looking. It's a powder that you don't want to like it, but you can't help but like it because it's so gorgeous on the skin. Okay, so now I want to just go in with that contour that I used and just contour my nose because I forgot to do it. And take a little bit of this and put it on the back of my hand like that and contour the nose. I'm gonna go in with this powder that I have been really liking. This is the Sephora Matte Foundation. Sephora Matte Powder Foundation in the color 568N. And I've been loving it for my all over face powder. So I'm going to take this brush right here, which is the E51 by Morphe. And I'm just going to go in here and bring everything back to one color. Mostly one color. I'm not going to go under the eyes because I'm actually going to put a little more powder under there and finish under the eyes. You see how beautiful that skin looks? Gorgeous. It really looks gorgeous. It's so pretty. I'm going to take this powder and just mix it. You don't have to mix it. You could just go in right out the way it pours out, but I like to mix it because it gives everything a more even look, even though it comes out even looking on the face, but I just like to mix it. So that's what I'm doing. And I'm gonna go in with this powder puff again and just come here with it. This powder has like a smell too. It's light, but it's pretty. I guess it smells like maybe a Givenchy perfume. I remember years ago when I was like 19 and I worked at a bank, and they had brought me in a Christmas gift. We used to get a lot of gifts at this bank, like a lot. And it was somebody that I dealt with all the time. It was a commercial bank, so I would deal with a lot of businesses. So they brought me a bottle of Amarige for Christmas. And when I tell you, I don't know if you guys know Amarige. I know it's still around because I actually saw it online the other day and I put two and two together. I was like, oh shoot, I never realized that that was Givenchy back then, but it was. So they brought me the perfume and I wore it. It was my favorite perfume and it was expensive, so I loved it. Like back then I was like, oh my God, this is the best perfume ever. It was expensive and it was my first bottle, probably a super what I thought was expensive perfume at the time. So yeah, it smelled good then and it still smells good now, but I haven't worn it in quite a few years. That looks good. Okay, so I'm gonna go off camera and finish under my eyes and I will come back once the eyes are completed. Okay, our eyes are done. I'm gonna pat this in. I'm gonna spray our face. And I really don't wanna waste my good setting spray because I'm just gonna take this makeup off. Because that setting spray is so good, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it not because I want to. This is what our makeup is looking like so far. We're going back in with this wonderful setting spray, LYS Natural Finish Skin Loyalty. It's so light and it's so, I mean, just really light, just refreshing. I love the finish that it gives the makeup. I just want you guys to know I still smell that Fenty cream and I did not spray the perfume on it, which is wonderful. I'm gonna try this bronzer and see if it's gonna give me what I'm looking for. I don't know, because this foundation is not dark, because it actually looks perfect, but sometimes when you have a darker foundation, the bronzer doesn't show up the way it needs to. This one is showing up. This is my Haus Labs bronzer. I love this bronzer, and I think that's what we needed for our grunge look today. See how this is like a warmer tone bronzer? Haus Labs, one of my favorites, Deep Level 12. This is the darkest one she has now. What I will say is she definitely needs to come out with a shade that 2 shades darker, at least 2 shades darker. The formula of this bronzer is so buttery. Like, it's a powder, but it's creamy. Like, it's very creamy, and it blends so beautifully on the skin. Like, do you see how beautiful it is? Nice. Do you see like the pink tones in the skin from that powder? It just gives like a natural skin tone look. Like, it's beautiful. That Givenchy Prisme Libre powder. I feel like, let me see what else is missing. Wait till you guys see the lip that I do. The lip is gonna really set it off. All right, I think I'm gonna go in with a different powder to brighten that area right there. This is one of my favorite powders too. This is actually a powder from Shein. Okay, I'm gonna try this Givenchy Prisme Libre blush in number 5. I never tried it. It's a pretty peachy kind of color. I don't know what we're gonna do with it. I don't think, did I try this one the other day? No, because I think this was the color that I didn't realize that I purchased. Maybe I did try it. I don't know. We're gonna go on with this color right here. And okay, very pretty. It smells so perfumey, but good. Perfumey in a good way. Very similar to what we put on our cheeks under this. So yeah, I like that. So pretty. These Givenchy blushes, I don't know what kind of magic they have in them, but they are gorgeous. They look beautiful on the skin. They really do. And when you don't want to like them, you can't help but like them because they're so pretty. This is more like a pinky. Just look at that. Do you see that glow, that sheen? Love, love, love this blush. I'm gonna tell you what brush this is in a second. Just look at how beautiful. Just look at how beautiful. Okay, this is the Morphe E53 brush. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. Okay, and I love the packaging. I love the little mirror at the top. Go back into the bronzer a little bit. I'm going back in with this same Haus Labs bronzer. I'm gonna pat this in now. I have two gorgeous highlighters that I purchased during the sale, and I think I'm gonna just use one of them, but I might use both. I gotta see, because they're so different, and we're doing a grunge look. I hope our eyes look grungy enough. I hope they do. I feel like that light piece, I don't know if I like it. Maybe I gotta blend it in. Let me see. I think that's better. It looks more grungy like that. Yeah. Okay, so I love this highlighter right here. This is the color Bronzite from Haus Labs. It's gorgeous. Like, I don't want too much of a flashy highlighter, but this one is beautiful on the skin. I mean, like, beautiful. And it's very, the color is just not skin-like, but close to a skin color. So although it gives a gorgeous glow to the skin with just like a little bit of pink, it's so pretty. Like, it doesn't stand out. So you could use this with any look, but just look how beautiful that is. And just look how gorgeous just everything looks. I love this. Love this highlighter. Her formulas of her highlighters are wonderful. I think they are the best that I've tried. And I love a good highlighter. This and the Danessa Myricks, her highlighters are good too. And Huda Beauty has beautiful highlighters as well. But this color, do you see this gorgeous color? Sometimes when I'm looking at the highlighter on this side of my face, I don't see it as much as I see it on the other side. But I think because my lights are in different places on each side. So that looks so pretty. Okay, I'm gonna do a little bit here. And I think I may just go in with the other one too. That is gorgeous. Okay, so that was that one. And then I have the Anastasia one, which is so pretty, guys. So pretty. It is called Glow Seeker in the color Sun Idol. Gorgeous. I'm just gonna put like a little bit here. Just, do you see how that just picked up everything? Love that. See the difference? Yes. Love that. Love this highlighter. It is gorgeous. And I'm putting a little bit here because I love a good highlighter. I can't help it. I love highlighter. So pretty. All right, I'm gonna spray my face one more time, and I'm gonna use this setting spray right here, Morphe setting spray. And then I'm gonna do the lips. Okay, I'm back to finish the lips. This is my second time filming this part of the video because I realized that I did not have my audio on. I'm going to do the lips. I ate dinner, cooked dinner, everything, and I'm back. So it may not be exactly what it was, but it's going to be close to it. So anyway, I have this Smashbox lipstick on, which is the Always On liquid lipstick in the color Tar Pit. So I'm just going to refresh it, and this is one of my favorite lipstick formulas. The only thing about this lipstick is if you don't use it consistently, it will dry out. And when you go to look for it, it no longer works because it dries out. So this is the color Chill Zone, which was another one of my favorites. Which was actually my favorite. The black one I actually never wore before, but this one I wore because I loved the way it looked on the lips. This formula lasts all day. I'm sure that they still sell it. I should have brought my phone in here, but I didn't. I think these two colors are perfect for the perfect grunge look. I'm gonna go into this silver Bobbi Brown eyeshadow. and put it on my lips because I think it is, yeah, the perfect addition to this lip. It just really gives a nice grunge look. I'm not even going to bother with the concealer that I had put on my lips. Okay, I'm using this lip oil by Basic Beauty. This is what it looks like. It actually smells really good and it feels good on the lips. So that's what I'm using to give us some sheen. It smells really nice and feels really good on the lips. Basically, guys, this is our finished look. It's a little bit different from the finished look that we had before, but this is our finished look. This is the makeup after a couple of hours because, like I said, I ate and everything. So it still looks beautiful. Like, it just has a really nice, glowy, pretty look, and the eyes look wonderful. I'm gonna go over everything that I used and tell you my thoughts on everything. Let me get started because I have quite a bit of products to talk about. So first, I put this Tarte Hydrating Primer on. It's called the Tarte Base Tape Hydrating Primer. This primer is a beautiful primer. It says it smooths out the skin and minimizes pores, and it definitely did that. My skin looks so smooth and so poreless. Like, there's a little bit of texture in my cheek area, but for the most part, it's gorgeous. This is a really nice primer. If I would have set this primer with a powder and then on my cheek area and set the primer, it probably would be a lot smoother, but it wasn't necessary because this is really very, very smooth. Okay, then I tried this new Kosas Revealer Skin Improving Foundation Broad Spectrum 25. I didn't think I was gonna like this Kosas formula. I didn't think I was gonna like the color. I was like, oh, the color looks a little dark, but the color is actually very nice, very close to my skin tone. It looks wonderful on the skin. It has SPF, and it says that it expires on 7/2023. So it had a 12-month shelf life, and I purchased it, and I'm gonna use it because I just opened it today for the first time. So it's a really nice foundation, and I'm just gonna put it in my rotation so that I can use it up before it really, really goes bad. But it's a nice formula, and it's a 1 ounce bottle if I did not say it during the video, which I don't think I did. So it's a glass bottle with a pump, and it's a 1 ounce bottle. I use this Huda Beauty Faux Filter Color Corrector in the color Papaya. I used to think I didn't need a color corrector. I was like, I don't need a color corrector. When I put my foundation on, it looks fine. But when I look at my eyes, like my under eyes, and I look under my chin area, I put this color corrector on, and it has brightened up my under eyes. Like, I don't see those little divots that you guys may have never noticed them, but I noticed them because it's my face. It looks a lot smoother and a lot more uniform in color under my eyes. Same products. The only thing that I did different was add this. This really makes a difference in the way your makeup not only applies but looks on your skin once you even out the color. So I really enjoy this. If you guys have never used a color corrector before, try it. I think that you will be really impressed by the difference it makes in your actual completed makeup. Like, it really does a nice job. I use this Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish Micro Skin Perfecting Micro Powder in dark number 3. It's my favorite, my holy grail powder. I set my under eyes with it. I'm definitely hitting pan. I love this. I use it all the time. My mouth, I cannot even blame the foundation because I ate and I had salmon, which is pretty greasy. So I see like the foundation came off, but it was because I ate and I had no intention on refilming. But because when I was looking back at the footage, because I like to separate it at night, I like to separate it to make sure I have everything. There was no sound, so I had to refilm. So there's definitely some missing foundation on my face, but it's all good. It's all good. Okay, so I used this under my eyes, and I also used the Givenchy Prisme Libre Prisme Libre Matte Finish and Enhanced Radiance Loose Powder. Number 5, Pulp Lime Mimosa. And number 6, which is Flanelle Appice. This one I set my under eyes with. This one I set my face with. Gorgeous powder. Just look at how beautiful the skin looks, how multi-dimensional the colors are on my face. Like, you think that it's only the blush, but the powder plays a really big part in it. So I love these powders. I didn't want to like them, but they are actually beautiful powders, and they also play a part in the smoothness of my makeup. I then use one of the blushes from Givenchy. I gotta see how you pronounce it. Givenchy blush, 4-color loose powder blush in the color Flanelle Rubis. This is what it looks like. It's a beautiful blush. That's what it looks like on my face. And I also used a liquid blush from Rare Beauty, which is in the color Love. These were very, very complimentary to each other. I didn't buy them thinking that that's what it was going to be, because I actually didn't realize that I had even purchased number 6. I think 5 was the one that I used. I think I used number 5. It's on here on this desk somewhere, but I think number 5 was what I used. Anyway, it's beautiful on the skin. Then I used this Bobbi Brown silver eyeshadow on my lips. It made the lips look very nice, very sexy, very pouty. I love it. I used this NARS Laguna 05 bronzing cream. I really love this bronzer. I use this as my cream. And then the one that I originally used was this one by Rare Beauty. It wasn't dark enough, so I had to go in with the NARS, and it did everything that I needed it to do, because this foundation was a little on the deeper side, but I actually really do enjoy it. I set the cream bronzer with the Haus Labs Velvet Sculpt bronzer in the color Level 12. This was definitely the right amount of depth to give me what I have going on my cheeks. It's beautiful. I set the face with Sephora Matte Foundation Powder in the color 56.8N. I just use this as my all over powder to bring everything very much to the same color. You guys have seen me do it plenty of times if you've watched other videos. If not, that is what I do. I'll set it with 2 loose powders, and then I'll go in with a pressed powder to just give it kind of a one-dimensional feel before I build it back up. I use 2 different highlighters. I use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Glow Seeker highlighter in the color Sun Idol. This was a beautiful, beautiful highlighter. It's gorgeous. Like, I've never seen this color of a yellowy gold highlighter before, and it's just so ethereal. It's beautiful on the skin. I love it. And I use the Haus Labs bronzer in the color Bronzite. This is beautiful. I want to use this bronzer every day. Like, I just love the color. I love the way it looks on the skin. It's not overbearing. It just gives just that perfect amount of highlight to the skin without being overpowering. I mean, I really, really love this highlighter. The color is gorgeous. I use this Too Faced Better Than Sex Foreplay primer on my lower lash line. I don't know if you could see it or not. I don't know if it made a difference, and I'm still trying to figure out if it's worth $30, because I don't really think so. I really don't think so. And I use this Danessa Myricks Beauty Multi-Dimensional Pencil in my waterline. It's purple. It's like a bright purple. I think you could see it because I'm actually saying this color this time. It's nice. I don't know if I love it, but it's nice. Like, I don't think it stands out enough for me, but it's nice. And I use this wonderful, wonderful setting spray by LYS. It was right in my face. Okay, this LYS Natural Finish Skin Loyalty Blur plus Mattifying plus Set Makeup Setting Spray. This is a wonderful, wonderful setting spray. If you guys don't have this setting spray, you need to go out and get it. If they have a sale on it during Black Friday, which they probably will not because it's new, go out and get it. It's gorgeous. It's gorgeous on the skin. It leaves a nice, not dewy, but a lifelike finish on the skin. It's good. I really like this. This is like top notch, and it's only $24. I use these 2 liquid lipsticks from Smashbox. The Smashbox Always On liquid lipstick in the color Tar Pit and the color Chill Zone. And I put in the color Chill Zone to create this grunge lip. which I think it was beautiful. It was perfect. Like, I love it. I think it's actually better than what I have going on in the first part of the video. Like, I really like it. I think it looks very pretty. I use these concealers, the Haus Lab concealer. This is number 42, number 40, and number 30. And I use those on my face as my concealer. Anything else? I want to say that that is everything that I used. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video and you love this makeup. Please leave me your thoughts in the comment section on this makeup. If you like this video, please give the video a thumbs up. And if you are not subscribed to the channel and you made it this far in the video, please subscribe and also hit the notification bell so that you're notified every time I upload a video. And if you are not done watching my videos, I have so many more that you can watch. I'm going to link one on the screen so that you can click on it and just continue watching. I love you guys. Thank you so much for spending this time with me, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you think about, hold up, how did I forget this out of everything? On my eyes, in case you're wondering, I have the Huda Beauty Pretty Grunge palette. This is a gorgeous, gorgeous palette. I know I reviewed quite a few palettes in the last couple of weeks, but this right here, if you don't have any of the other palettes, this is the one that you need to get. This palette is an everyday, all day palette. You can use it to glam. You can use it as a just, I'm going out and I need one shadow on my lid. These shadows are pigmented. They blend well. They are good for any skin tone. This palette retails for $69. I purchased it during the Sephora savings event. It's gorgeous. Huda Beauty really knocked it out the park with this one. This one has a beautiful color story. I like the fact that you can go with the browns, you can go with the purples, you can go with the, you know, today I have like grays and gave it a smoky kind of look. I tried to create a grunge look, a pretty grunge like they said, and I love it. These are really nice shadows, and if you are interested in seeing a full video, which I have done, it'll either be up before this one or after this video, so you'll get to see me swatch them all and how I created this eye look. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Okay.